Hello guys and welcome back to KeebWorks. Today I'll be reviewing the Gateron Silent Black Ink switches. And spoiler alert, it's bloody amazing. Anyway, let's get started. Now, as you read from the title, these are silent switches, and they work differently compared to traditional switches. I've already gone over how they work on my Cherry MX Silent Red video, but I'll explain again here. So there are two dampeners on either side of the switch stem. These absorb both the down and the upstroke of each key press, allowing for a quiet operation. Now, as for the rest of the switch, the spring provides the 60 gram actuation and 70 gram bottom out, but the standout feature is the top and bottom housing in a very distinctive transparent smoky housing, which I think looks really cool. I like it. Although, there is one thing I find quite weird. Gateron does not offer a lighter variant of this switch. There is no silent red ink, which is a shame, but I probably wouldn't like it as much as these anyway, let's be honest. Now it's time for the categories, starting with smoothness as usual, and I can easily tell you that these get a 9 out of 10, which is amazing. I don't usually give numbers like that, but these are just shy off of contactless based switches, which in contrast are inherently smooth by design. There really is nothing in the market that competes with these, apart from these switches, the Cherry MX Silent Black, which I looked at 2 weeks ago, and they weren't as smooth, I'll tell you that. Next up is weighting, and this is another switch that falls between my preferred weighting for typing, which is 60 to 70 grams, so it gets an 8 out of 10. Pretty good so far. Now for sound, I can't say much because they sound very similar to the other silent switches, but without any of these spring crunch or scratchy noises. Take a listen to my typing demonstration on these switches. Okay, so as you've heard, they, like I said, sound very similar to other silent switches. They get a 6, but I may drop this down to a 5 in the future because a 6 is an above average rating. And these are closer to a 5 than a 6, but they're also better than any other silent switches anyway, so I think I'll leave it for a 6 for now. Typing performance is such a big highlight point, and don't get me wrong, these are very expensive switches, but if you're looking for the best silent switch for office use, then here you go, this is the switch for you. Just be prepared to empty your wallets or something, and you'll still have to deal with the very mushy bottom out feel, but it's a solid 7 out of 10, no question. Okay, so if I had to give it a weak point, it would be gaming, since it wasn't designed for that, but I'll give it a 7 out of 10, which isn't so bad, and I just want to give you a reminder that the Cherry MX Silent Black, its closest competitor, only scored a 5 in this category. Think about that. In conclusion, the final score for this switch is 37 out of 50, or 74%, making it the first switch to break the 70% mark, which I consider to be enthusiast switch territory. Next time, I'll be reviewing a tactile switch that no one seems to care about. But for now, take care and goodbye.